Saliba story anope Manchester United supporters big kon ntini omo nyina ani age no obi a follow the transfer between Manchester United and Carlos Baleba no adewe enyo wonwa because way back August 2025 ana Carlos Baleba ejitu mu se obeba Manchester United clubs bebre by say omopa brantie including Arsenal, Liverpool. But brantie friend say Carlos Baleba eka ni team ne come say if obe free Brighton are the only club opeso si akan Manchester United. So since August 2025 ana Brighton decided to join Manchester Bobo no. At that time na Brighton for no demand this kakese na Manchester United for nye ready so betu say scan. Kwaku fast forward. Manchester United for Epe midfielders be brave. Omedi care for Andre Santos. Oma for elements. Enra me beka kire wo say. Michael Carrick say ope depth e won finfin so beka ya. So definitely Manchester United be another midfielder. Na dia koye ni nyina na ye say. Manchester United structures no. Say ne eya decision e wo say for process mu. Christopher Vivel ono ana ye head of scouting at the Manchester United bobuko. Player no pepa no eye Baleba. Ana Manchester United director of football Jason Walkers ono so pe Alex Scott. So kwaku head of scouting director of football obia wo player ope baako pe Alex Scott baako pe Baleba. By the akoma ya Baleba de na abawa be take over ni na ye say Christopher Vivel our head of scouting no etimi convince Manchester United in for no ano mu nyina agree say ene sadia yenko for branch friend say Carlos Baleba na problem ba kwa na e wo ho ne say on say Carlos Baleba pra etina Manchester United in for ne worried sa branch ni pra no si akosan na ebe ha adwan na say ha adwan so de ekoye ne say meeting because we London. Some meeting because we London. No, it was between Manchester United representatives and Carlos Baleba. And we requested for a branch of friends Carlos Baleba, the medical reports, and then the current medical situation. So Manchester United, head of medical service and sports medicine, our Manchester United, Dr. Ahmad. Dr. Ahmad share Manchester United some medical reports now every Brighton abano. Ano advise Manchester United in paying for say Baleba plano enye pra ehu. Some few weeks ne mobet matono. It is a Manchester United crack of fana omunsuru. Abrante ni betima ye fit. E plani nye pra be hardwin. So kwaku the Manchester United for the offer ni koni nyina no. Meeting the course of London. Manchester Funya the medical report and the current states ni injury no and a Dr. Ahmad head of medical service and sports medicine of Manchester United ehwemu no ye say e plani nyipra and Manchester United decided say omo the 60 million pounds plus 5 million pounds add-ons ebeko making 65 say omo he Brighton say Brighton ebeti ase kwaku ne tintin eni ne tietia no Manchester na obusa bigi say Baleba of last season and last day. Kwaku personally obi no betima convince me say Carlos Baleba a bad player. Football form temporary. Ade temporary bia na nye permanent. Player betima lose form this season, the following season obetima baba abe topi meboa. Young players bebre o wa ya tag you say omo ye flop of the season. The following season no baba be best player. Yenya Luka Modric o free space e call Real Madrid. The first season yes or day. The worst signing of the season. The following season any season said him nyowa kodane. Last season Carlos Baleba form no wasn't the best because na ofan you me bimbako injuries. Mielu psychologically na onya sound because last season na Brenton himself or come Manchester no. Na yes Manchester United na went to Nyanko no affecting him psychologically. Kwekwe to de bion na opade bebre unim se wonsa ka awie. Na disappointment ba it me affect you. Yen na ye nipa. Wa wo he me wa wo tie me. obi timi sha obo say eneme ma wuska odi wani nyina ato so onim say na die onsa be keske ubenya mo retiti ho na nipa no disappoint akwaku anhwe ya de oye bi akwa no untimi concentrating ye until last season na Carlos Baleba form na enisro no yese eye ni injuries no ana psychologically na onye sound minko ka se Carlos Baleba eye top midfielder there bi ono so a onye bad midfielder se Manchester United etiminya Carlos Baleba o ma Manchester United nyoma miensa de di kan eye physicality e wo mfimfin to me oko check the physicality index between Carlos Baleba and the current Manchester United midfielders are none of them and about physicality index are almost so saying Carlos Baleba. It is so Manchester United just now ubenya that physicality, ball carrying ability. On your side midfielders no much ball no want to mean carry ball no. Adia ba Manchester United for time they criticize it. Omo midfielders ni bebre no. Dia mo kofa ni free PAG. Manuel Ugarte. I'm criticizing so Ojebo no ntimi mfam pushi by enfa one the Carlos Baleba be Ojebo no ntimi carry and the last thing a defensive range into san yoma miensa wi se Manchester United etiminya Carlos Baleba defensive range ball carrying ability then that physicality will finfin or the Manchester United the hia na say obey fully fit obe pick the form ayenim Carlos Baleba no to me onye bad signing mre and a betche se boy ne be peke anaso peke so kwaku ye hwese Manchester United be wie Carlos Baleba na bibia koyi e de Manchester United bo boko no enra menu odi nkomo bi fa Arsenal ho ana me catch say Arsenal ese omope akese miensa so be kaya yeah akese miensa no bo bodi nkyerɛw baako defender obebo as a right-sided right center back. A woman betima bo as a right full back. Ana me ball Konsa din kire o me boa. Miensa na ye boy no. Baako dan. Aka mienu. Ena wie Arsenal, Aston Villa, Konsa o me wie bibia. Good news for Arsenal as a club. Really, as you said, £50 million. And as I do no ewrem with add-ons. The next 48 hours, Konsa ebetima kwa the medicals ama Arsenal bobuku no. Se bibia mbebuma the next 48 hours ana Konsa eba kwa the medicals ama Arsenal bobuku no. Initially, Arsenal £30 million ne koi. Ana Aston Villa rejected. Ana Aston Villa say omo pay £60 million for Konsa. Ana Arsenal for say e was rododo. Ana Arsenal say enyo mesa the 10 million account. Ana e call £40 million. And so Aston Villa for ka say omo ntiase. Eno na ma Arsenal for decide say eno omo ntiase dia sa system ni di omo ntimi ntia. Ento omo share other options. Ana ma you titi din wom no. Ana branch friend say Konsa no. On so pe Arsenal ko. Enti de akoye ni ese enra ana Konsa no ana ne camp ekohu Aston Villa fo mpanyimfo kwakom kopa acho se bebi edru no omo sire oma be som Aston Villa fo no o free Brentford eba Aston Villa kwaku 7 good seasons wasum Aston Villa bobuko no wa ye lawyer wa committee ne ho wa show high level of professionalism. Now say Aston Villa for to me compete with Europe. Compete at the Champions League ni nyano. Ne modern boka ho wa ye key. Ewiase ne boku ye nim ye mbombo ye chi. Enti say Arsenal ba. Ensa gunsa ye pamacho mama menko. Ani ye say Aston Villa for mpanyim for share ne omani nyano so de. Mama Arsenal for mbra. And the koye ni say Andre better. And deal directly with Aston Villa for mpanyim for no ana kwaku almost added 10 million. And the account akwa ye £50 million. Ana ama deal no o madwie.
We were question bisa Kwame. Konsa at Aston Villa. Utimi boya ko World Cup with Aston Villa. Then everyone they move from Aston Villa. Akwa Arsenal you say so be a fitter or better bench.
Big question. kwaku de mimi hu ne say one boy no so hu ne say assistance now so call Arsenal winning a major trophy our Arsenal assistance now our so than winning our Aston Villa true de to so mienu say our Aston Villa said they are obebo ball ni nyina bi by the level of projection ni profile ni rich our Arsenal ebe was so than Aston Villa. 3 financially obey improve than Aston Villa.
Okay.
And 4 said the tie bia wo Arsenal based on the project na Arteta aye no enfa won say obey regular start on regular start to obenya the playing time.
Okay.
My main example last season at the time at Arsenal for omunya Calafiori omunya Hincapi me pa che beba ho omunya Calafiori omunya Hincapi na ye nyina e ka say ene ba ku enya playing time but your boss season ni nyina wie un say obi enya playing time.
Yeah ochema omo enti Arteta so akere say oyesa coach a ne system no ope player e play or better system na sinti oye rotational ombre.
Okay. Enti say oye Konsa na free Aston Villa call Arsenal udimbe ko so rich financially in terms of trophies. Say Arsenal for show so me capable so me winning major trophies. Enti kwaku okonanim the next 48 hours no ano ba kwa in the medical said ya ma Arsenal bubuko no and you say Arteta de opabrantie na sem. And one major reason Arteta e de pen asem pa ne say on say you can Gabriel area superiority or you solid na Konsa no yes a ball you winning ground duels no or you super
nature ding
ground duels ni say contest between two players one on one na ball ne da for me winning into my statistics no last season no player and a winning ground duels essay Konsa 73.1%. Obi eni ho. Enti se unya na sa obo as a right center back, right back na. Ball ne eda former kwaku ne twe den ana wontimi wi engine free ni nsem. Wontimi mfa ne ho. Enti ba ko ye suru adwuma na ba ko ye fom adwuma. Didi suru didi fom. O didi suru didi fom na. Enkwaku ba na oba no. Apart from say ode sade we nyina ba no. Obesenya defensive depth. Se Saliba pra. Ene se Konsa said about would you so besurana. As a team, opeso compete at the highest level. Yemfa ya adwin nyina nko the first 11 so. I was a players or more train equally or more ability say almost so any opportunity bebo a almost a quality ni yepe. A good move for Arsenal. Normal players me ensano o ma wie baako aka mienu se dia ka no winger and a striker na Arsenal che so ma wie bibia Konsa done. Na after Carlos Baleba de no Manchester United for say so mo wie Carlos Baleba de na Brighton 40 asia main focus no left full back obi obebo as number 3 te say de ka no na kwaku story ni mate se wabo Salinas din wabo Louis Kelly din wabo Hall din na kwaku ni made ehu everything say omo ya advance bia no omo department e friend say data department sa data department no omadwuma ne say omo gather players ni na data every single data every single metric very important for sa department no na Manchester United data department no omo say Salinas Louis Hall Louis Kelly no omo data ne che say Salinas na wosoro ojitum sa na anyame na make on
interesting
Manchester United data department say left back no more open no Salinas na wosoro ahead of Louis Kelly and Louis Hall.
Omo kan say omo pepe no we ne bo no esitu omo pepe ni engine tu
kwaku me engine tu
so we 16
that's it omo de ban say e data
kwame
ana omo data ne kire say omo gina nyoma miensa so nyoma miensa na omo gina so no a defensive security. Omo check players me and sending na obi a defensive action. Omo say Salinas de no was so sen omo. De toso a physical maturity. Omo say Salinas data ne was so omo and then offensive outputs. Omo say no so e was so sense other guys no. And based on data no ma presenting so ye no correct.
Okay.
And a fast and figures in control. By problem our honey say Manchester United signings ni no omo prioritize obi owo Premier League ne first. Obi owo Premier League na Manchester United for first. Done. Obi owo outside. By data department ne say Salinas no and the kind. Last week na Mbeka Cho say in Waneri. This week na Arsenal be taking the decision in future say obekwa na say uncle.
Yeah.
Decision na ba na say in Waneri no Arsenal for decide say omemana ko loan. Na loan no a dry loan. Kwakuba football transfers ma a little bit of education. Dry loan actual loan na option obligation to buy bianca ho. O say to the bia bet yes play bi loan. Option to buy, obligation to buy, enye dry loan. By dry loan no dey obligation to buy bianca ho, option to buy bianca ho. So Arsenal for decision you say in Waneri be loan by buy dry. I have 4 clubs and assistance from open in Waneri. Fulham, Dortmund, Leipzig, and AC Milan. So you heard here in Waneri so ba kwesi Ediamano. Chelsea for hosa no munya call. Well na me nim say Chelsea for nani budget dia. Ya offer Rafael Leao dia ma Chelsea. On say report na ba say Chelsea ese omo pe 100 million pounds I say for Pedro Neto. I'll be called Saudi and also bit Marcos Spurs. Na no ne say intermediaries ne so say. Send ye Chelsea Tom Pedro Neto dia. On be replacement in Rafael Leao da ho. Our quality, our talent no, our power ni pace. I'll bet me abo Premier League be suit in very well. AC Milan for so per 40 to 50 million euros. For brand friend say Rafael Leao. But I say Chelsea for no Rafael Leao no munye moved. Omunye too convinced with Rafael Leao dia no. Na Inter Milan ne Abrantia say what joining Inter Milan.
Diego Moreira.
Make Curtis Jones.
Okay.
Curtis Jones say done. On so join by done no. A verbal agreement. On say in contract a football contract near a verbal agreement. And ye oral agreement. And a verbal and oral and your written agreement. The Inter Milan and Liverpool for a oral agreement. Yano yaja to me see you bet you 35 million euros no. Na the man no buy ni na say. Na Inter Milan for person me dey 30 million. And Liverpool for say na Spence crown ma kwa kotua almost 35 million euros. Na mo abefa Curtis Jones am say mo betua 30 ye nje. Na papa oye head coach. Edma team friend say Inter Milan Christian Kivu. And they push for this deal the panel. Because they chena Inter for na twetwe mo kakra. And a Christian Kivu say, ni team no person ohye no. Obey use Curtis Jones as an interior midfielder left or right. Interior midfielder na djuma round the bayan ye say. On the better ball no. No asha build up na se no asa carry ball no. And to be operate as an interior midfielder. And wa convince Inter Milan for no. Ye rest of our medicals. Curtis Jones ni Inter Milan. And so no agreement ni done 35. And no. And am I Inter Milan for Liverpool for as I say and your money brain near so Crystal Palace for so. After Curtis Jones a move to Inter Milan no. Liverpool for so omo ko Crystal Palace Adam Walton. On the also be replacement Edma Curtis Jones. Now problem e won here say Crystal Palace for this one. E won the minimum of 100 million pounds. 2 time na e dem no omo ton Adam Walton na omo Crystal Palace any replacement. It's a bad day for Liverpool for so many menya Adam Walton by Liverpool for say play your mo peno e your no me be wie no mete say wo ye Barca ne Livakovic de no kwaku ye establish the fact say Barca consider Livakovic Barca nyamfa bedi nkoi Barca enyanji ntumu say omo pe Livakovic sa goalkeeper no na de tie ye say Andy Barra te said ye woka ye no on ye agent Edema Livakovic The first question was obusa ye say, why na ye Andy Barra? Andy Barra agent or ye close to Deco ni Barcelona. Me pacho Andy Barra 85 players. 85 players the top 2 on the come Barcelona for Dani Olmo and Juan Garcia. And it's only agency top players me no home or the mama Barcelona and only Deco and a Barcelona for a very good relationship and football here. Anytime there was an agent and a club in a good relationship. And to no and all try say Uncle Livakovic beba. And the plan for Barcelona in I say omo main goalkeeper omo first choice Juan Garcia. On a year omo present and future. Next season season a contract be. And to omo probia omo experience obeye backup problem biamba. And to omo sign Livakovic na no mo sa de na loan. Nanka next season let Livakovic ababa ye deputy to Juan Garcia. And to Barca betuya ko betuya 3 million euros plus add-ons. No more side na loan. Nanka next season waba. Perfect plan. Omo mpe problem bia wo dressing room. And there also obey second to Juan Garcia no. And also was some certain level of experience Livakovic will be. At the age no on be play first choice and find hwe. Enti asumdie beba. Sa wo kofa goalkeeper no so tem bi opese obey first choice de bia na the problem beba. Enti Juan Garcia na first choice na Livakovic aba be backup. Perfect plan for Barcelona. And they say Barca for so consider Livakovic number sign 3 million plus add-ons. Now omo the number loan next season no wetimi asaba Barcelona.
Interesting. Coming.
Jesse BCU, I had never watched him. Let's be honest. But the moment I heard about him, say Barcelona e kwa kofa akwada bi e de na free Belgium de naba. Akwada na Barca e kofa na free Belgium de naba no. Obo academy football e wo Belgium in Genk. Academy football na akwada na bo no kwaku. Barca di 8.5 million euros. And e kwa kofa Jesse BCU e de na Barcelona. I started asking myself say no ya akwada ben ko a Barca e this amount of money. Somebody kwa kofa a youngster, an 18-year-old e de na Barcelona team ni mo. Me shall say me bisa sa questions no. That was when I started following the young man. Now I say, okay, this is the kind of quality I brand any possessing. And then no, and I'm a Barcelona any abre. Some be park or down the Nababa shit anymore. It's first of all, the price tag of the young man. I raised a lot of expectations in the Barcelona setup. Kwakoba in the first preseason game of boy, and Yaman Chadam Kuya and Fama Aquadano. But the last game Barcelona played against FC Barcelona. FC Barcelona game, I'm a man for a dream and a man for a dream as a son and Sakeke. And increasing the expectations on the young man or the Barcelona team anymore. Dentina Mekasa. Barca has a lot of quality players, a lot of big boys, a lot of stars. Anthony Gordon more, Karima Deyemi more, Lamine Yamal more, Rafinha more. The game against FC Barcelona, and I say FC Bar. The young man came from the bench in the 79th minute. 79th minutes no bad game no. Obeshe 2 good goals. Especially the first goal he scored for Barcelona was mind blowing. Osha baby or pick ball on the free here. Point of us to train about 2 defenders. A placing ball at the back of the net. Everybody was like, wow. And the player went on Barcelona and he operated the 8.5 Nekwa Kofano. When in the first game of boy and your man said I'm going to criticizing the baby no. Debbie Aquada will do in ball. And Aquada under the second goal the car. Kwaku your boss are giving you. Forget about all the Barcelona players that started. Forget about all the big boys in the Barcelona squad. Aquadana started on your big boy. Or Belmu 79th minutes. Kwaku Onunenya the highest rating in the friendly game against FC Barcelona. Now, I'm not for shall say we writing also say, hey, Aquadai, Ebia no in born about Pine and I'm so Barcelona this says can go far. I fake your performance I was about in a friendly game. If you say Barca Ebia Aquadani minutes to be in Famo. The left wing position, no. Kwaku position are Rafinha and Ebo. Show Rafinha quality. Show Rafinha performance. Rafinha experience at the top level. As a leader of Barcelona team anymore. Onuna Chia why Anthony Gordon. And the big left wing position the Amabata. It's any me Olympiacos there. Mamen Kodamen Konko Quadano. No me bolu no from Mamen. Me huni quality. Basa said Debbie. Omo Quadano. Paris is a free Barcelona back here say Nsfers say opesa akwada ne ben senior team no na akwada ne training with the senior team no hwa akwada ne progression no who minutes anyhow obefa so manage akwada no Barcelona no nya the best from the young man. Price tag expectation. The last preseason game he played, expectations ne kosoro. Now Nsfers GDA so bet me ababa beboa. Now the problem among for bebre wo. Say omo bomb pa yesa akwada ni situation no enkonko yet say Rooney badge de no. Kwaku, I am one person. I have a feeling that this young man's situation is not going to be like Rooney badge. Why am I saying this? Rooney badge ne Lamine Yamal na bosso. Age wise, Lamine Yamal is a starter, a key player for Barcelona. It's then a Rooney badge wo baba be yet. Now they own city Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal nya akokora. No about be free Barcelona team ni mu ne anasa chana. Now who really bad you about be fill that position. It's Lamine Yamal is still going to be on top. Obedi to no what na was watch. Until the Beba say, "Ebi obe free Barca team ni now when you ache baby for. No go playing time e wo honom. Say maybe Beba na ni ma be sesa. Now obe return and after obe to so baby now." But just in between we are talking about 18-year-old. 18-year-old no. The left wing position, Rafinha na yene dia wo Barca. Kwaku Rafinha was 29 years. Jesse Bisu has time to understudy, grow in the game under Rafinha. No be first sport na bon. Edi amabasa boko no. The Anthony Gordon, Abia Rafinha no one will be replacing no. It's also around 25 years. Again, on also change Jesse Bisu 7 solid years. So the two players in front of the younger man, Ewo Barcelona, should they even stay? No matter how long you are going to take Ewo Barca, you are going to leave and then create that space for the young man to be able to operate in. And me feel say, per quality now watch any GD Barcelona and penny for Nina Wodimuno, Akodano, Hansi Flick opportunity, why you ready to remember Akodano, Barca ne we a young man now what talent. Now in Bonquadia, they give you the room and space to grow. And I am sure it is the same process. And Omodi Abrante friend say JCBC BFM. No get it to that level. You move be. You should say Akodani bet me through. No abo Barcelona. Man was showing the best of luck. He's a quality player. But the little performance I hear him. And the Afia Akodano. And I am hoping say Saudi and the daddy. Oh, Barca team in the Manchester United. Any Carlos Baleba situation now. It is an ideal position and a profile. Manchester United team in here at this moment. Kwaku, Manchester United team in the United team in the exit of Casemiro, the kind of gap any boy that I created here to Manchester United team in one. Kwaku, players now United are turning na. Why in a bit me replace Casemiro? I am not even looking at status, Debbie, but I am looking at the profile. A mono, essay. Position no essay. Manchester United are to Yuri Tielemans. Yuri Tielemans is a central midfielder who loves to operate closer to the box. It was at Aston Villa. A long drive back on the podium. A Obebo season, 5 assists, 7 assists. He loves to get closer to the 18-yard area. Ultimately defensive midfield no only be. But in any position no. It is all training by the chair. Kwaku all 10 abasa so all limiting and holding and in the qualities. Manchester United again out of Andre Santos. Andre Santos is a typical defensive midfielder. Yes, I am correct. But Andre Santos, I was Strasbourg. And Andre Santos, I was Chelsea. Two different players. Who show no performance. He is one player who also loves to play the defensive midfield role. But a person paying baby and thought I will call him Kaka. Oh, but Casemiro profile no. Manchester United needed someone like that. Obi Onuno Phillips a Jumani defensive midfield. The Biami Phillips a city deep. Kwakuma come anymore I have. Last season Casemiro share a lot of goals. Yes, I am correct. But Casemiro is one player. Obi Onimi be himself one share goal I have. Only the to protected the back line. Sadia no year free Manchester United team nim the call until United be here obia. Obetimi a city deep. No one must have showed any protection to the back line. Obetimi a catch teammates na some call. Mimi watch me protect box in Bibia the Amamo. That is the kind of player, midfielder, Manchester United team in here says yeah. And Carlos Baleba fit perfectly into that kind of profile. It's a player now Michael Kai Katonina. Players on my banana. Who should profile now? Obi obetimi replacing Casemiro. No one replacing here. I have branded your that screens this week. Last season, when he had the best of performances. But that doesn't make him a bad player. But even with that, Kweku, he was consistent. About 31 matches in the English Premier League. Last 2 seasons, about 34 games in the English Premier League. The first season was Brighton, about 27 games in the English Premier League. It is for the past 3 seasons about Premier League. Consistently. Aside that, United had decided to say, problem with players who are going to struggle to adapt to the Premier League game. It was her last season. Last season. Manchester United, Fakunia. These were players almost Premier League in Asedada. Almost by now, no man hit the ground running. But Ushe Dogua, Nashasia no break aka, Ushe Sesqua, Ashasia no break aka, just because they are not conversant with the Premier League. And Manchester United impress our problems in the game. So they have decided to players no more for this time around. No, should be players almost Premier League in Ase, just like they did last season, and it worked perfectly. And me feel said this addition of Carlos Baleba, should it go through a good one about Manchester United, they are going to get somebody or Babeya Jumano no will grow very well into the position of Manchester United.
Baleba no the here last 2 seasons the end one last season.
Last 2 seasons, Baleba.
Yeah, last season you wouldn't be
say last season no, not the performance didn't say last 2. But even with that, for you to be able to manage 31 Premier League games in spite of all the problems, actually the kind of quality Akodani Kita.
Still, so form no. Sa form na nim Baleba.
The best form in the Premier League the last 2 seasons. So Manchester United is only going to be hopeful. So they pick the right form. Near who the quality, last 2 seasons not dying, But aside that, Kweku, even the last season poor performances, I am going to be honest and say Baleba, Andre Santos on any day. If I'm looking at the both of them for last season, I am still going to pick Baleba.
Wow.
Yes. And he deserves that position and slots. And Manchester United, they both call him. Kwaku, reports a few of the bebas. Mbappe said, Kylian Mbappe, training seriously. Now, you see a branch any training now, or any Bibiano. A branch any break. Now, almost every training, Coach Jose Mourinho feels said, Onwa Kwadane said, he shows a different level of hunger. Our Real Madrid team anymore. Whoever knows Kylian Mbappe knows he has always been hungry for success. But I am say football, when it comes to the Ballon d'Or conversation, hasn't been able to reward Kylian Mbappe. And I am hoping and praying, this season is going to be an exception for Kylian Mbappe. I am saying this because Kylian Mbappe spent about close to 10 seasons our French League animal. Kylian Mbappe edged the Player of the Season award. Kylian Mbappe edged the Top Scorer award our French League animal. It's in a Juma as a scorer and Modemo as a player has never been questionable. Oh yes, there were questions. Oh, French League animal they say from Kylian Mbappe feels so in born bar and found say top 5 leagues in the home or the top 3. Wa Spanish La Liga anymore. Or Spanish La Liga for the past 2 seasons. Kylian Mbappe actually say he's a dominant force and a fox in the box anymore. 2 seasons in a top scorer. Was Spanish La Liga anymore. Kylian Mbappe. 2 seasons in a Real Madrid Player of the Season. Kylian Mbappe. Just last season, on the shade the most goals in the Champions League. It's in a Juma as a striker. He's always been doing it. But for you to put up these performances, now teammates and as a team now find yourself, and to be more the apex. Winning the Ballon d'Or, and headful. It's for Kylian Mbappe. He's always shown that hunger. Can say the additions are Real Madrid. The two technical team are Abano, ever complementing each other. Now, everybody sees in Real Madrid as a club are performing tremendously well because for you to be able to win the Ballon d'Or award, they see Kylian Mbappe and no. You can't do it alone. You need collective achievement from your teammates. Oh yeah, oh dear no. No, most so do more support it. Na a peda. And yes, I yet have maybe beba. Generation be beba. On beba be dim come there are players from Magic Ballon d'Or. No money Bobo Che Kylian Mbappe. Osman Dembele one. Just because obi be hwe profile mu ahwe nyema bi mu Wikipedia. No aka say Kylian Mbappe anje Ballon d'Or. So for me, my prayer this season for the young man, after say hunger, training ground, and they say the ultimate season so I am sure it is definitely winning the Ballon d'Or because Mbappe and then maybe are probably winning the Champions League. These two I am hoping and praying that football ever reward their branch away with that because he deserves it. Looking at the performance our Dynedy on the career.
Football every day hard work.
Of course it does at times.
Arsenal we Konsa. 50 million pounds.
Kweku
Arsenal a illegal massage.
Sir, watch Mikel Arteta. It looks like the defense one. Most of the players he's bringing on board. He's Saliba free. Gabriel Magalhaes free. Defense one. Almost all the players he's bringing. Any players are almost other positions. No
correct.
Shekala Fiori. Obetimi abo as a left centre back. Obebo as a left back. Piero Henkapi. Obebo as a left centre back. Obebo as a left back. Durian Timber. No, a centre back. Mikel Arteta are converting it to a right back. It's the last season when there were problems with the centre back position. Yet me pushing no about Christian Mosquera or boss centre back or sign to be right back. But the right back na questionable kaka. It's Mikel Arteta needs someone who kita that same profile. Obetimi about centre back, obetimi about right back. The problem back now me slotting into a different position and you're damn fan mame. And I know the name so I'm gonna for Israel Konsa the number. The quality we've seen from him from Aston Villa, I am hoping to be replicated in our same form. Arsenal but for Arsenal winning the English Premier League, so BG Premier League ni free Arsenal and Arsenal ne pen or the
Kwame.
Oh.